Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Showdown!
Look at those miners, man is as well, legend, out-tanking man here. Does the Rockies, their flag is all the way snapping that one factory out of the way, but on the back of that, legend getting his... That's good check. Rocco try to push it, but pulls back up. There we go. Now it's working. Now it's working, and now we're running with the 2v2 Showdown. Current date and time where I am is currently 13th of November, 2 a.m. in the morning. And here we are with the first game of the night. There's only going to be 3 games today because it's a little bit slower of a day today. I had a long day, so we're going to make it a little bit chill today. First game is going to be ET against Synergy, formerly known as Rampage. Poppa and Nawb against Gunman and Turbo. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So on the left, top left is Turbo, and bottom left is Gunman. To immediately swapped out really quickly. So that means that Gunman is gonna go up against Poppa as allied. Looks like Nawb's gonna go up against Turbo as the sub. So they're gonna look for an even matchup here along the top and along the bottom side. So we see Poppa already going for quick AFC. Let's see what the Turbo does the same. No, Turbo goes for... Sorry, Gunman goes for War Factory first before AFC. Let's see whether John can make anything of his. Poppa is John, which is why I call him John sometimes. So let's see whether Poppa can do anything with this. We got 3 Rocketers and Ivy. 2 Ivies already out for Mr. Gunman. The Ivy's can be very tricky that it can do some damage to the power plants, especially the 2v2 situation where you want to be a bit quicker here. Turbo getting droned there. So often than not, the defense to those pillball, to those IVs are actually pillball says, oh, Turbo low power. It's getting, he got droned again there. No flag available. So 2 minus drone there from Poppa. The power does go down for John. But no, keeping up the drones here. Another Rhino droned. But this time the Rhino is droned from Turbo. Ivy just making the way, chasing the Rockets. The Rockets were down towards bottom left. But once Turbo got a flag out, that's when they pretty much backed off there. FC Alpha Turbo. Rocketeer still going strong here. John with a very good... Excuse me? Excuse me? John? I was about to say John with a very good set of defenses, but where are these miners going? What? I have no idea where they're going. The mine has just been TT there. So John, Poppa are completely out with no miners at all. Only now they're going back. So we fight down towards the bottom there. The Turbo getting drawn twice. Nice bit of sentry gun placement there by Turbo to push against Nawb, who was out tanking him. So John, Poppa here immediately in a huge disadvantage, going up against someone who is full of eco while he is not that great set of eco, and he deployed his MCV as well. The Rocketeers from Gunman is gonna push forward here. No need for Grizzlies at all. Takes out the para drop, and the Ivy is gonna take care of any pesky building coming their way. Nawb trying to help his teammate there with the form sentry guns. And coming out with a barrage right up front as well, which does go down. Gunman coming out with another pressure along the top. He's got the AFC, and looks like that minor mishap there. It's absolutely everything here for Team Synergy. Looks like John maybe not in synergy with himself or his miners in this case, but Poppa's completely dead now. He's just holding on for dear life. He does have a barrage onto his bottom right, so he'll commit however he can, but it is unlikely that he will be surviving forward here. Turbo going up against Nawb down towards the bottom left there. Yep. Nawb, also known as Creepy Saw, just calls it quits there. Oh, what was those miners doing? What were those miners doing? Turbo bottom left and Gunman bottom right. Let's see if the double sove can be of any significance here. Maybe the allied wasn't the greatest thing in the world there from John. I'm gonna call him John for now. It's a lot easier to pronounce. John, John, aka Poppa, and Nawb. So let's see here. Good build to leave no space for the refineries. Players often don't really do it. They kind of mess up their build, put a power plant a little bit too close, and they won't be able to make any efficient refineries there. I know, and I was starting playing on this map especially. I kept putting my power plant here, my barracks here, and then I scout in front, and then my refinery will be here, and I was like, shit, it's not efficient at all. It's way too far from the refinery. Ooh, I like this play from John. There you go. Just tried to body block that, didn't work out, but look at John. He's gonna deploy his NCP right here, so his second refinery can be right up on the gems, and he can pressure up onto Gunman here. Gunman went for AFC first, and then went for the war factories. Rockets are coming on now. Turbo not getting miners and gems. Rookie mistake there. One miner out for both Turbo and Nawb. John on the other hand going in 0, but considering he's gonna be on double gems here, it will be pretty much okay. He will be able to survive for a little bit longer. We're expecting an MCB cell as well from him, seeing how he did push very far forward against an ally player. Gunman, in terms of defense, he will just probably need to sit back and relax just for a little bit. Spam out those sentry gun spill boxes, because it's gonna be really hard for Gunman to completely counter this. Especially as a Soviet player going forward, pushing out to the allied player here. It's gonna be really hard. There he goes. This John having a much easier time as Soviet against Gunny's allied. One Pitbull's down, second Pitbull's about to go down. Gunman totally broke here. He's gonna need some help from Turbo. Fortunately, Turbo can't really spare anything to bottom right to help him. So it's a classic Soviet push here. What's up, Dirka? Making my sort of follow, and Gunman seems to have defended well, but he did lose his war factory in the making here. Eco's not looking that great. Nawb's having some eco problems as well. Poppa or John on the other hand doing really well in eco, obviously because having those double gems. He has rebuilt yet another refinery for it. The fight on the left side here, still pushing forward to fight over the gems, see who will probably get it. We've got sentry guns out for Nawb. And the base walking forward here is absolutely lovely. The Connies will deal with the sentry guns pretty easily. Also acts as a lot of fodder to absorb some shots here. Gunman still surviving against John here. John should have ended Gunman a long time ago, considering he did push up pretty quickly. Not sure what the deal is there. Looks like on the left side, Nawb taking up the higher ground position. Turbo did have a sentry gun up there. And actually Turbo's out tanking Nawb here, but Nawb has a superior fodder and base defenses. So Turbo can just sit there and wait for Nawb to push forward. Yeah, Nawb is hesitant to push forward there. Rocketeers coming in from Gunman to help. But I think Turbo should have this in the bag here because Nawb is severely out tank here. Meanwhile on the right side, John still fighting against Gunny here. Gunny putting up a really good defense with those power drops and pillboxes all around. Turbo making his way down towards the top left side into Nawb's base. Looks like Nawb won't be getting anything else out of that war factory because down he goes and no production left for Mr. Nawb. Looks like Gunny has gotten a few more units here. Now he can start to make a push on that left side. Nawb completely out of the fight. But Gunny loses his fight towards the Rhinos of John. But not to fret, because in comes Turbo. All the way from the other side of the map, pushing his way down to his top right there. It's a good fight down to his left side, but I think Nawb was having some economic issues that stopped his production, which is why Turbo was able to out tank him pretty easily there. It's 2-0. 2-0. Alright, DFO. So no minor fuck ups there, but I think on that previous game on Desert Island there was significantly sorry, before I dive into the last game, let's look at the teams here. So top left is gonna be John, his teammate is on the top right hand side, so again the top versus bottom. And the same factions as well this time. No, actually it's the same one. Yep, Gunman is gonna go against John and Nawb is gonna go up against Turbo. So exactly the same matchups here, just on a different map. But to look at that previous game, John was having a really hard time going and sort of piercing through Gunman's defenses. When you're playing that kind of really aggressive Soviet, you know, you move your MCV out to the gems, you're on double gems. You can afford to make a miner from the war factory after you make a couple rhinos to keep out some pressure onto your opponent. You would have good eco, and John did have good eco, but he was just having a really hard time trying to push through Gunman's paradrops and pillboxes, etc. And I think that was mainly his downfall, that if, let's say, John was able to take care of was it Gunman a lot earlier, would have been he would have had an easier time there, because Nawb would have had an easier time because John would have been able to help and come over with the rest of his rhinos. To no avail. Gunman really good defenses with the paradrops and the pillboxes. Oh, good drone there. And eventually John was just not able to push through. As we're moving on to DFO here, same spots, same maps, different spots, same matchup. So Gunman against John on the left side. Turbo against Poppa. Turbo against Poppa? No, Turbo against Nawb. What the fuck am I saying? Turbo against Nawb. I'm tired. Sorry. So again, double drone onto Turbo. That's gonna slow his eco down a little bit. 5 minutes for Gunny. 6 coming out now. The 5 for John as well. Nawb has 5 and Turbo 5. 5th one just about to come out here, and look at pushing forward. It's pretty aggressive. This build is interesting. Having their war factory. I guess it's because you can get minus closer to that patch. It's a little bit meh here. See another drone going in somewhere. I don't necessarily see where it is. So nothing happening on the left side, just yet on the right side. No, I'm kind of just pushing on to Turbo here, testing the waters just a little bit. You saw how dominant Turbo was on that desert game, and the thing that Nawb needs to do here is manage his eco just a little bit better, so he won't be halted by zero insufficient funds for the production side. We've got Grizzlies on the left side here from Gunny, this time with 2 war factions instead of 1. Nawb's on 2, John's on 2, and Turbo still on that 1, probably because of the pressure early from Nawb. And look at that, Turbo caught off guard there. The Rhinos are not in a good position. Turbo posing his miners as fodder, which will work out for him, but he's losing those miners, which is something that he might want to hold on to. And when you're moving like that, the Rhinos are definitely just gonna target the miners first, because they have a higher sort of priority level there. Look at the Rocketeers from Gunman out of nowhere, suddenly taking out the war factories from Nawb here on the other side of the map, totally completely opposite side. 2 rounds still remaining, but they're low on health, so 1 round should be able to deal with it. Turbo can now make a counter push onto Nawb on the right hand side. Left side though, John's still having some issues against Gunny. Gunman gonna push all the way towards that top left hand side there. Flag coming in now, right side. Turbo pushing Nawb all the way back to his own base. We've got 3 flag coming out of the blue as well. Nice snipe there. The flag can act as fodder, but that depends if Nawb can start targeting, but Turbo should be able to target pretty well. Got a 3rd war from John. Turbo still pushing forward. The Rocketeers are going to come in and help here from Gunny. John setting in some flag around the back. It's going to help Gunny a little bit, but I think Turbo's going to try and target those flags. Yep, there you go. Flag goes down. That means open season for the Rocketeers. Ooh, John. Poppa is trying to think here, should I go left, should I go right to help my teammate? But Gunny doing exactly the right thing here. We're attacking with the paradox 1, 2, pushing forward and not really committing all the way through. It's sort of giving that threat of, oh, I'm here, you cannot help your teammate at all. Look at Turbo making his way down to his top left now against John. Looks like John's gonna commit fully with his rhinos to take away Turbo. He turns around right in the last minute there. Gunny just managing to snipe one miner out of the rest of it. Gunny's on 31 factories now. Turbo's still on that one wall. Still on that one wall here. Turbo from that left side takes out one of the war factories. John again commits all of his army but has to pull back because Gunny's right there. Gunny is doing a great job at keeping John preoccupied here. The more occupied John is, the more he can't help his teammate and the more Turbo will be able to dominate here. Look at Turbo now pushing onto those miners. We've got drones coming out defensively from Nawb, who hasn't made a war factory on the other side in his teammate's base. It's a paradox along the top right, getting a nod for now. Yeah, I mean, look at his defensive stuff, man. Yeah, John just calling it quits there. So does Nawb. 3-0 in quick succession. Very, very quick succession. Will this be a quick 4-0? I hope not. I hope not. I mean, look at his domination, man, from Team ET. Excuse me. Showing the good lords where the R2 gods completely lie. We're on to hack here for our match point game, game number 4. So Team Synergy's last chance to get a point on the board here and save themselves from losing a clean sweep here. So Nawb on the top left, Poppa on top right, and not the top is bottom here. But this time John or Poppa is going to go up against Turbo and Gunny going up against Nawb. But this time in all 4 games here, they are going to swap up the matchups a little bit here. They're not going to go against the same person. But considering how this is on hack, won't be that big of an issue, I think, for them. They will know hack pretty well. I don't think anyone's gonna go 0 here. Let's look at the drones right gonna come to. We've got 3 silver players on the board, so drones are gonna be almost everywhere. First one goes into Turbo's miner, second one looking to go into Turbo's miner again, I think. There it is. There you go, double drone in. Could be a third. Definitely could be a third Turbo, just getting a little bit let off the hook. And the last drone finally goes into Gunny's Grizzly. So again, that one miner from Nawb, him again having eco issues. This build, he is forcing himself to build another refinery down next to that wall factory. Can't really leave. Yeah, there you go. He can't really leave just 2 miners right there. If he builds a second wall factory, he'd be dead. So Turbo obviously had to repair his miners, so he's gonna be slightly behind in terms of eco. Gunman moving his into a very nice position, being able to build their refinery right here and down that cliff as well. Look at Gunny pushing up against John here. Against Nawb, sorry. It's 4 Grizzlies to 1 Rhino. Turbo doesn't want to Turbo. Gunman doesn't want to commit fully again. I think the same situation here when he was busy taking care of Nawb, or keeping John busy, sorry, and not enabling him to go and help his teammate here. And look at Gunny pushing all the way forward. He still has the threat of sentry guns, so he has to be careful on where he pushes exactly. He doesn't have a Ford War Factory either. I don't know, this John's doing great in terms of eco. I mean, both of them on the right side. There's barely been any engagement simply because both of them are broke. So whoever loses will probably lose that fight on that individual side of the maps. So again, in 2v2s, you gotta think a lot more for your teammates and for the person playing with you. If you want to roll by yourself, doesn't matter that much. But in a situation like this, where there's a face-off each and everywhere, you might be very good to push in. But if you make the wrong decisions, your teammate will definitely suffer. Look at that, John getting a pair of turbo. Attacking him as well. Sentry gun out for turbo. Nice TC to get away from that sentry gun. But the defender's advantage for turbo is very real. He won't be able to stay there for long, and indeed he does not. He pulls away almost entirely. Also, we're trying to destroy it. Same with turbos. Even about rhinos. Poppa's John's one of fresh. So the both are still sort of hanging out here. Nice try, says John. I think that was an engineer or something going in somewhere. I did hear something going into a flag, but I don't know. Look at John now pushing all the way through against Turbo. Turbo completely out of rhinos there, and Nawb trying to get back at Gunny as well. But he's getting out tanked there. Grizzlies, can they do the work here? The Grizzlies against the rhinos. Looks like he will be able to. And John, down he goes there towards Gunny. Gunny winning the fight with Grizzlies. And John should just take out that war factory and have it over with. Take out that war factory and then he can go and help his teammate. Gunny making a move down towards the top right here. Team Synergy definitely in the lead. But they can't fuck it up now. They need to keep pushing forward, and indeed they do. They want to take out Gunman before he can take out too many buildings here. Drones are definitely the answer in this case. But 2 miners already sniped. A third I think already sniped as well. That leaves 4 miners for Mr. John. In terms of defense here for Gunman, not really much that he can do with that eco of $0 in the bank, conceding to an elite as well. Add another veteran. So might even see 2 elites on the field here. Turbo on the other hand just spamming on those drones in the meantime just to get some eco up and keep the unit count pretty healthy. But John's gonna be a force to be reckoned with now with that elite rhino in hand. So let's see here, John making a move down towards the middle. Nawb still going up against Gunny. Gunny is broke, so is John. But look at Nawb with all the eco in the world there. He can continue building and pumping, but I don't think he has another war factory left after he sold it. So he is down to just a very slow production with some good healthy eco. 4 factories for John, got 2 for Turbo. Just the one from Gunny and just the one from Nawb. Oh, rough drones there to John. Almost takes out the elite. Very much almost rockets will clean it up pretty easily. There we go. It goes into the elite. I think that's what they absolutely wanted there. Turbo wanting to get the elite droned. Just to help probably his mental state. Because elite rhinos are absolutely no joke. So John's gonna counter with his own drones. You have to see the colors in drones here actually. In comes Gunny to help snipe the flag out of the way. That's gonna give clearance for the Rocketeer team. If they do decide to come in, another war factory shut down for Turbo. It's like everything is going along here. Gunny, is it gonna be the last one surviving? No, it is not. The rest of his Grizzlies do go down. We've only got drones from Nawb. Turbo, he transitions into rhinos. Who, question mark. And that answer is no, he's still going drones. Still going very strong with the drones here. But Turbo, not a Rhino needed in sights, obviously, because... Why? I don't know actually. No, because. I don't know. Could snap the miners there. Just that one miner does get drone. Need to get rid of it. The drone dies anyway. I'm liking the long distance mining down towards the middle for the gems. Gunman still broke after so long here. I think he lost maybe one too many miners in that engagement. Those miners were constantly going back and forth. Or just back, I guess. Since they can chrono. Or forth. There's the MCV move by John, all the way down to the bottom right, or maybe he just can't capture multi-engineers on. Interesting. So the MC moving from all the way top right down to the middle right hand side. Why? I have no fucking clue. Drones go lower everywhere. John now going on broke once again. Gunman pushing all the way into Nawb's base, trying to take out that war factory, and he absolutely does. That's gonna allow him to push in a little bit quicker the next time, if let's say there is a next time. It's a close game, but it looks like Gunman with this rocket is gonna be absolutely causing havoc. And there you go, Nawb calling GG's. But John would have been able to win his fight with that the drones there. It's gonna be really hard to micro, so I think Turbo should be able to defend it pretty well, even without Gunman's help. And there you go. His property and his units are suspended. They're gone. They're absolutely gone, along with his MTV as well. There you go. It looks like a quick 4-0 now. A very quick 4-0 actually. Super quick. Like super